Hey everyone, Pushinguproses here, and I just wanted to make a video to say thank you so much for helping me to get to my 100,000 subscriber goal. I never thought this was even going to happen, even though I was on schedule to reach it right before the new year. I was hoping I would hit it then, but I ended up hitting it earlier, and I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited. I don't even know what to do with myself. That was the goal for me. I don't have any other goals as far as YouTube goes. That was the goal, was to hit 100,000 subscribers, and I did it, and I'm very excited. So I didn't have anything special planned, so I just went on Twitter and I said, ask me some questions for a Q&A. We'll do that first, and if I think about something special we can do, in a little bit in the near future, then we can do that. I've been tossing around some ideas. I'll let you guys know if they come to fruition. But oh my god, I'm just so excited. Thank you so much. Like, that really, this all really means so much to me. I never thought that I would even be good at doing any of this. I thought that being a YouTuber or a public figure of any kind with body dysmorphic disorder was just completely impossible. I had considered quitting multiple times, but I'm so glad I stuck with it. And so I need somebody to direct these vlogs, because I just ramble on and on and on and nobody stops me. And I'm already like 4 minutes in, and I've not answered any questions yet. So let's just go ahead and answer the questions. I'm not going to answer all of them because I got a ton on Twitter. I got like 100 questions, but I will answer. I'll answer as many as I can, and I will try to make it nice and concise. But don't hold your breath. First question is, what do you think about the Myst series? I haven't played a lot of the Myst games. I played the first Myst game when I was really young. I'm definitely not on board the Myst hate train. There's like a weird amount of people that just fervently hate the Myst series. I personally do not like logic puzzle first person based adventure games, but I will say this. I found Myst super appealing when I was young. I always wanted to play it just to enjoy and explore the environment. I think it's really cool. I think it's really appealing. I think it has its place. Not on the hate train, just haven't played enough of it to form a solid opinion. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? And I don't know, because I haven't been to enough places to be like, I want to live there. But if I just had to speculate, I probably would want to live in specifically the Tower of London, so I can be with the Ravens. And I love London. I have not been there, but I used to play a lot of Eagle Eye Mysteries in London, so clearly I know what the city is all about from that brief time that I played this game. What are your least favorite pizza toppings? Probably ham and pineapple. I'm not on the hate train, don't get me wrong. I don't care if people like Hawaiian pizza. I don't think it invalidates the pizza. I have just never liked ham at all. Maybe just pineapple. I like pineapple, so maybe I would like that. But I do not like ham. I will not eat it under any circumstances. I think it's disgusting. So probably ham would be my least favorite. Are you ever going to play Police Quest 1, 2, or 3 on your channel? If you're asking for a Let's Play, the answer is no. I don't know why people haven't noticed this, but I stopped doing long Let's Plays a long time ago. The last one I did was Monkey Island, just the first Monkey Island game. And I've done a couple like playthrough videos. They're just on DOS games and they're one-parters. I've done that. But in terms of doing long Let's Plays, I really don't do that anymore. They didn't get many views and they became not very fun for me. There's a certain amount of, you have to be playing the game, invested in the game, commenting on the game, worrying if you're going to be, if you're going to be funny or not. And it just took hours and hours of my time. And people, I had a dedicated, fan base watching the Let's Plays, but it wasn't enough to justify it. I noticed that people mostly enjoyed the scripted retrospectives. I almost called that letrospective. That is not a thing. People mostly enjoyed kind of the topical videos, and I put a ton of work in them, so I don't really do Let's Plays anymore. I might consider streaming it over on my Patreon stream. That's where I stream all of my games for the $5 Patreon tiers. So yeah, I might consider doing a kind of stream type of a Let's Play, like maybe over at my Patreon stream. And also, yeah, I would consider doing just a dedicated video on Police Quest 1. It's the only quest series that I haven't really played, so yeah, maybe my next retrospective will be on Police Quest. I was actually just talking to someone about that. So you may just get a video on Police Quest. What are some dream tattoos for you? Tats you'd really like or planning to get? Any specific designs or motifs, etc.? I have my dream tattoos. I already have them. I got them. My number one dream tattoo was the chest plate here, and I've got the birds and the filigree and the flower, and that was really my dream tattoo. I had gotten that finished up last year or 2 years ago, I don't really remember. And then I also got my raven and skull on my forearm. I don't have anything specific planned in terms of new tattoos. I might get one of my tattoos further worked on, but I don't have any plans. I don't have any more dream tattoos. I got pretty much what I wanted, and anything else is just gonna be because I'm addicted to getting them. What was the funnest time or moment you've ever had playing a video game? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure I can pinpoint like this was the best time I ever had playing a video game, but I definitely have really fond memories of playing Space Quest and King's Quest 3 on my aunt's old Tandy 1000 when I was around 4 or 5. I don't know how much fun I was having since I was so young, but I do have very vivid memories of playing that, and every time I went to my Aunt Carol's house, I would always want to play on her computer. Even after King's Quest 3, you know, a lot of the games I had couldn't run on my computer, but they would run on my Aunt Carol's computer, so I would play it there. So those are some of the, at least the most vivid memories I have, and I'm sure they were also fun. If there is any game series you could get one more game from, which game series and why? I actually don't know if this counts as a series because there's only 2 games in the series, but definitely another Laura Bow game. I would love that. I love the Colonel's Bequest, and Dagger of Amon-Ra is one of my favorite games of all time. It constantly fights for my favorite game of all time with Grim Fandango. It normally stays Grim Fandango, but Dagger of Amon-Ra is a very close second. So if I could just get one more game to maybe have a complete trilogy, that would be amazing. I would totally welcome another Laura Bow kind of murder mystery game. What do you think of other small animal pets like rats? Yeah, I used to have a rat when I was in college living outside the dorms. I was living in an apartment and going to college, and I used to have a little white rat with red eyes. She was very adorable, very smart, very friendly, and growing up I also had a guinea pig when I was in elementary school, and her name was Coco. She was very cute. So yeah, I love little animal rodent pets. They're fun and cute and cuddly, and especially rats. Like, rats are really smart, really friendly. Totally recommend them. Yeah, I recommend rats as a pet, but also birds, because I'm obligated to say that because I have a bird. Is there a video you regret making or a video you want to redo? Yeah. I think if you're an artist or a creator of any kind, you have certain regrets from stuff you've made. Some of the ones on Tigwatig, they were just really sub-poor quality. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I never really re-uploaded them. I think if I were going to redo videos, they would definitely be from the 2013 era when I was kind of still finding my groove, still finding my pacing, and getting better at editing. I've always wanted to redo my sanitarium video. I don't think I actually will, but I feel like that's one of the videos where my quality was lacking, but I had this really grand vision and really kind of these emotions tied to sanitarium, and people really liked that video, and they really connected with what I had to say. But at the same time, I look at it now and I know I just know that I could edit it better, and the pacing could be better, and the background music could be more varied. There's just always things. I'll probably end up leaving it up, but I also wouldn't be opposed to redoing it either. I don't think people would mind, you know, if I did. There's been a couple like minor errors in some of my videos. I don't want to say I regret them, but I do feel mildly annoyed by it. Every producer has that. We all struggle with that, with really minor, like, you know, mispronouncing something or getting a really minor detail wrong or something like that. And it's actually harder than it looks. It's really hard to focus on a script when you're doing your VO, but you're also trying to project your voice and you're trying to be really entertaining. And sometimes you will pronounce a word wrong that you've said 1 billion times over, and you'll still do it, and you won't even, recognize that you did until much later, until, you know, people pointed out. Now y'all are gonna go through my video log and see like which words I didn't pronounce correctly and probably bug me about it. Have you ever had any comments or feedback from the developers of any of the games you've covered? Anything interesting that stands out? Yeah, I've gotten feedback. I've gotten really good feedback from Tim Schafer when I covered Grim Fandango. I gotten feedback from Ron Gilbert because I covered Thimbleweed Park and some of the Humongous Entertainment games. And even from, you know, smaller developers too. I did a Let's Play with LGR way back in 2013 on the last half of Darkness, and I thought that was an obscure game. I wasn't, you know, expecting to hear back from anybody who worked on that game. I think it was only one person. It was one developer. And yeah, he contacted us to say how much he loved the Let's Play. So yeah, sometimes developers do find your videos. I recently reviewed Fable from 1996, and I was like so scared that the developers were going to find me because I was being pretty negative about that game, and I stand by it. I still don't like that game. I'm not going to change my mind. But yeah, I was apprehensive about doing it because you never know, and I have gotten feedback before. So I haven't gotten any negative feedback. Nobody's ever yelled at me or anything like that. It's mostly been very positive feedback. Even when I nitpicked on Thimbleweed Park about, you know, that game's ending and kind of the nature of the game, you know, Ron Gilbert was still very lighthearted with me. So it's always a good feeling when you get that kind of feedback. But again, it's also kind of scary to think that maybe a developer is going to be mad at you for giving a negative review. But yeah, it's all been positive for me thus far. Why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? I started my channel specifically for Let's Plays, but the reason I wanted to become a producer was to challenge myself, just to prove that I could do it. You know how sometimes you'll see comments on producers' channels that are like,
I could do that a billion times better. They're doing it and I can do it too.
Well, I'm the person that thought I could do it and then I did it. I really wanted to have something to challenge my body dysmorphic disorder. I love games. I love talking about them. It gave me a chance to do something creative and share it with everyone else. So yeah, I started my channel for highly personal reasons. I think everybody has personal reasons for doing something creative or their artistic endeavors, but I basically started because I saw other people doing it and I thought I had something to say, and I said, okay, they're doing it. I bet I can do it too. So I did it. What is your favorite holiday meal? My favorite holiday meal is always going to be on Christmas Eve when we all pile into my aunt's house and we order from a pizza place, and the meal consists of pizza, we get ribs, we get chicken tetrazzini, we get chicken fingers. Did I already say that? I don't know if I'm repeating myself anymore. We get breaded mushrooms and sodas and pops and desserts and all that stuff. It is completely debaucherous, but it is my favorite meal, and it's my favorite thing to do on, you know, over the holidays, is go to my aunt's house and get this ridiculous meal of pizza and French fries. And we've done that since forever. I've not known anything different on Christmas Eve, and it is absolute my favorite things to eat over the holidays. Joy Division or New Order? New Order. What movie do you find yourself watching the most? I'm not really sure. At one point it was probably Wayne's World, and I've probably seen Clue and American Psycho the most out of all the movies that I like. They're like my top 2 favorite movies, so I've probably watched them the most. Do you have one specific video you wish you could purge from the internet? There haven't been any videos that I totally wish I could purge. And if I'm unhappy with a video, I'll just delete it. You know, I'll just delete it myself. It's not really a big deal to me. Or I'll redo it. As I mentioned before, there's a few videos I wish I could do. But no, there's nothing where I'm like really, really regretful and I just wish I could get it down and I can't get it down. You know, I have that choice. I could take down videos if I really wanted to. So yeah, I would say no. There's nothing that I'm like fervently trying to remove from the internet. The last question I'm going to be answering is, what do you think of today's rock music? They put rock in quotes, and I think music is just continually evolving. I'm a music person. You know, my close fans and followers know this. I'm more of a music nerd than a game nerd or a movie nerd or a TV nerd or any kind of nerd. I'm definitely a music person, and sometimes I wish I had dedicated my channel to music, but I just felt like I was better at discussing and riffing kind of narrative-driven entertainment. But I think that rock music has evolved. I still hold on to all the music that I grew up with. And I think it's kind of a shame that indie rock is just not as popular as some of the pop music we have today. But there are some things I like. I like Portugal the Man. I like OK Go a lot. And some of the bands that I grew up on, they're still doing stuff, and I still like them. I still like the Foo Fighters. I still like Red Hot Chili Peppers. So I don't know. I'm really not picky when it comes to music. I have a really kind of eclectic taste in music. So I'm definitely not going to be that curmudgeonly person, shaking my fist at the sky and complaining about back in my day, we had much better music. Like, I'm not really that type of person. I'm happy to evolve with the times, and I can always find stuff that I like. No matter how many crappy kind of bullshit songs are out there, I can always find stuff I like, and if I can't, then I go back to the stuff that I already like, and it's not too much of a problem to me. I just wish that indie bands had an easier time kind of getting popularity, and I do sometimes wish there were more of an emphasis on kind of heavier rock and heavier alternative, but this is just where we are. So I'm sure it'll evolve again as I get older. We'll just have to see how music continues to evolve. Okay, guys, that is my Q&A. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your question. I had a lot of questions sent to me on Twitter, but I tried to answer a lot of them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say thank you again so much for the 100,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. My current goals now are to just continue to put out the very best content that I can. I hope you will stick around. I hope you enjoyed the answers to all of these questions, and I will keep you informed if I decide to do anything further or something more to celebrate this. But thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to get my silver play button. I'm going to put it over there. Yes, am I pointing to the right thing? I'm going to put it over there, right there. I'm going to put it right there, right next to Murray. It's going to be awesome. And I know I've said this a billion times, but thank you so much. Thank you so much again. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.